Hey everyone, welcome to J3-to-1. My name's Calvo, and here we're going to take Giravanz Kitakyushu from the J3 League all the way to J1. This week, this episode, whatever, uh, we're throwing hands with the top of the table. We've got games against Kagoshima and FC Ryukyu, so let's kick it off. Just before we start, I thought I'd go through some of the transfers, seeing as we've halfway through the transfer window. First up, we've got Masato Tokida. Like I said earlier, I'm really, really unhappy with what our centre backs are doing. I don't actually know if Tokida is the answer here, because my main concern I've got with the boys is the positioning and the ability to turn it around once they're caught out of place. Tokida's got middling positioning. Um, so yeah, he's all right there. Not that fast. He does have pretty good physicals otherwise for the league. Um, Jumping reach, and he's quite tall, is quite nice. So have a serious option in the back will be good. I started him in the last match, didn't do fantastically, but that's not necessarily his fault. We just got slapped all over the park against Nara. So yeah, the other transfers I have are I've signed this guy on a free at the end of the year, so he's not going to make it. Not going to make it until the end of the season, but I'm not upset about that. He's fast. He's got great positioning. Jumping reach isn't terrible, but he's pretty tall. Isn't great, but he's pretty tall. So hopefully that'll go all right for us in the future. And I am hoping to get my Asako on a loan from Nagano in the J2 division. Again, not fantastic, but at this point I'm scrambling for anyone who will give me perform for me, let me put it that way. So I'm hoping that these will light a fire under the pants of the guys that we already have, or these guys will pick it up. Currently now I'm in the middle of an injury streak, which is not fantastic, and I've lost, where is the medical center? Here we go. Miko Agu's been out. I've also lost Bunta Ino for a while as well. So basically my entire midfield got shafted for the last 2 weeks, and will remain in terrible state for the next couple of games at least. So yeah, I mean, showing my real lack of depth in the defensive midfield as well. So probably the next area to work on. If I can pick something up in this transfer window, I will. But the pickings have been pretty slim. Let me put it that way. Right, let's keep going. Right, I realise I've just about kicked off the match without talking to anyone about anything. But yeah, we're playing FC Ryukyu, FC Ryukyu, Okinawan-based J3 League. I honestly have no idea how that works for them, because every second match would be on the mainland. That would cost a mint in travel fees. And by mainland, I mean the main four islands, obviously. Um, and yeah, they're coming to us. Like I said, they're in the mix of the top four. We're here to throw hands, so let's get out there and give it to them. I did land my Sako eventually, just before this game started, so he's going in along with Tokita in the back four, and let's kick off anyway. So at the front, Okura, Tsubogo, Melo, Ikitaka, Ino, Izawa. Izawa is replacing the injured Agu. Hopefully he won't be there for too long. He is probably... I would have Aso there, except Aso is definitely not going to develop the way I hope he will. Well, I hoped he would at the start of the season. So we are going to have to look for more options in the long term anyway. Tokita gets the ball out to Melo, straight in there. Ikeda puts it in the back corner, and that is a lovely start off this set piece. Look at that. Oh, all the space in the world. Ikeda splits the line. Beautiful. It's like they've been practicing. Don't need to see that 3 times though. Oh, same ball. Oh my goodness. That was almost the exact same thing. Why not? Why not indeed? I have finally given up on the idea of having a tall person in the front, so I've turned Okuda just is never going to get a place with Eduardo Melo and whoever else gets up there, Tsubogu or Jin. Oh, this could be dangerous. Yanagi over the ball. It's not a bad angle. Oh, off the woodwork, but Suzuki with the crumbs does not miss that one, and why would you? Ah, well. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I mean, whose fault was that, really? Ikitaka couldn't clear it and should have. Straight through his legs, but anyway. We've got better possession. We've got stronger XG. I think we're probably winning. Oh, speak of the devil. But anyway, yeah, no. So Okuda's never going to run out Eduardo Melo out of that DLF spot, I think, and replace him as a target man. So we've just gone to low crosses now. Oh, Iketaka off the woodwork, but not a favourable bounce. So I want to see how this plays out for us because we do have fast forwards that can get in and around their opponents. Oof, I feel bad about that, but that's all right. We are playing well. Am I happy with your performance? Sort of. We've got lots of possession. We actually do deserve to win this, but everyone's still a bit nervous. So what's going on? Oh, the back line. Let's have a quick chat to them. Point the finger. Weren't bad, but can still improve. Mixed results. Throw out a bit of encouragement, as is the way. Gonna have to start looking at the sub soon. Let's speak of the devil. Saying I was never going to run a Kuda with Eduardo Melo, but I have a sneak feeling that Eduardo Melo is running out of oomph because he always starts. Same with Nemoto, so been giving him a break. Who else needs a break at sub o'clock? Has been playing well, but Full Man is supposed to only be playing 60 minutes, so now's a good time as any to get him off. And the same with Nishimori. He's not supposed to be playing a full game, even if he is absolutely slapping tonight relative to the rest of the team. Plenty of time left. Let's go change the game for the good guys. I mean, we are playing our kind of football, which is not a lot of possession, but we seem to be doing a lot when we got it. Nemoto to Aso, plays it to Izawa, crosses the park to Ikeda. Ikeda's good for the cross in here, but cut out by Kenmotsu. Take two, reloads, puts it into Okuda, who does not disappoint. Into the top left. That is a classic Kitakyushu goal there. Very good positioning by the boys, making sure they play the offside line perfectly, and absolute legends to put that one through. Fantastic. Okuda over the... Oh, that was quite a misconnection there. Fuke loads it to Sato, who absolutely unloads the cannon to no avail, unfortunately. Alright, do I have any subs left? Who do I have on the bench? Iboko, could he use a run? How's he going? I mean, Iketaka's having a killer game. Okuda scored, Tsubogu. It would have been good to have my old mate Jin on today, but I took him out because I had Okuda as the recovery. I am just gonna. I'll get some legs on it. He's probably not gonna get a score for this, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Tokida's absolutely gassed, but he can run it out. I'm already happy enough with the 6.7s and the 6.8, which goes to show how low of a bar that is for me. Our boys are just typically terrible. What do we got? Yanagi plays it to Takezawa, who goes for space and only gets as far as the new recruit Sako. Now we're playing it through the midfield. Very direct build-up. Eboko's got space, beats his man one-on-one with the keeper and puts it through. What was I saying about that man not getting a rating unless he scored? Oh, dearie me. What a champ. But, I mean, this is just brilliant. Good play by us. Eboko finds the half gap at the top of that play and then uses his great athleticism to take it all away. Cannot argue with how this game has gone. It has been a good one. And a very thankful recovery after our 5-1 drubbing. Was it 5-1? No, that was the previous one, our 4-2 drubbing by Nara. Oh, well done. It's going to give us some space at the top of the table. Well, number 2 in the table, let's be honest. What a game. Okay, so today's match we're up against Kagoshima, the league leaders. In the last round, not only did we absolutely stomp FC UQ, the match engine gods gave us a really good result in the Kagoshima game and they dropped it. We're still not going to catch him, even if we beat him, but it's one step closer to actually doing it. So for this game, given that it's top of the table clash, basically everything's been chosen on form, with the sole exception of the goalkeeper. Yoshimaru is remarkably unhappy with me at the moment because I did not strengthen the coaching team like I said I would. Not my fault. Board says we already have too many coaches. I am certainly not going to get rid of them. Any of them, well, we've got more than we should. So, yeah, I mean, we'll deal with it. So I've put Tanaka in, who's on paper just as good, but is the backup. But yeah, front line, I mean, our forwards are just absolutely on fire at the moment. You can see the only person on the bench with a green rating is Okuda, and that's just because I do not have space for him. And he is technically the worst forward performing. That just gives us a bit of cover if anything goes wrong. So front line, Ikitaka, Tsubogo, Melo, and Neboko. In the midfield, we've got Ino, and Agu's still out with injury, so we've got Izawa back again. The back line of Fuke, Sako, Muramatsu, and Ikeda. Tokida's still there. He's on the bench. Hopefully we won't need to bring him in, but Muramatsu has a tendency to give me the shit, so I suspect we will see him by half time. So, pump the fists. We've been on a good run. Let's keep it going, shall we? No one cares. Whoops. Maybe there was a revenge line in there. I don't know. Now, the main strength of Kagoshima is their defense has typically just shut down our offense remarkably well. So, I mean, now that the front line's form is looking a lot better than it was the last time we played these gentlemen, I'm hoping that's going to be less of an issue. But otherwise, I mean, let's go for it. Ikitaka over the free kick to Muramatsu. That is a good start. That is the kind of set piece that we want. It was a bit high but in the finishing, but that's all right. I'll take a lot of those any day of the week. Kato plays it only as far as Muramatsu, but Yoshinaga reloads to Hirose. Okamoto with the ball. Tachibu with space takes a shot off the sticks, and Ikeda puts it over the back line for a corner kick. We should be pretty good here, I think. Oh, yeah, and Tanaka just comes out and claims the ball. Yeah, Sako adds a fair bit of height into our back line, which is nice. So he's going to need a few games to figure it out, but I'm sure we'll get there. And here we go, the Kagoshima defense, which is a sea of legs. But that does not stop Bunta Ino, who absolutely drills it into the bottom right-hand corner. And, I mean, there wasn't a lot of angle on that, so I don't think their goalkeeper is going to be happy. If we have a quick look here, I mean, that was perfect. A volley. And, yeah, I mean, that was a marginal goal at best, so that's all on Ochi there, letting that one through. Not that I'm complaining, mind. It's working. Am I going to stop committing fouls? The answer to that one is no. We've only got one yellow out of the whole set, so that's all right. Oh, long free kick from Okuyama. There's a sea of blue there, but that's not going to stop us. Subogu plays his way around two men, crosses it to Mello, but that was quite speculative at best. Kagoshima cannot clear it though, and there it is. Subogu off the line, beats the offside trap. That is just another brilliant goal on the stroke of halftime to really change their game plan coming into the second half. Eboko with the absolutely perfect cross. Oh boy, oh boy. Yep, our front line absolutely crushing it recently, and that is exactly the kind of goal that we are capable of. And I just love it. We are getting those shots away. Now, let's have a quick look. Do I need to drag anyone off? Ino, in theory, could be hanging on for another 15 minutes. What did they say? No, 25 minutes. Said he could have 75. We might just leave him on for a bit. Is there anyone having too much trouble in the back? No. All right. Not fantastic, not terrible. I mean, I'm happy we're in the front, in the lead. Ikeda with the corner. Cleaned up by Ochi there. That didn't look like it needed to be a highlight. Tanaka tries to play it over the top, but doesn't really succeed. Subogu to Mello, who seems to have been axed, but the ref wasn't looking. Fuke intercepts beautiful to Ikitaka, and Subogu tries the short angle again, but this time Ochi is up to the task, parries it over the top. Ino intercepts the crumbs. Ikitaka plays back to Fuke. There's a bit of tiki-taka on the wing here. There's a lot of blue, but that's just opened up space for Iwaza in the middle. Izawa, sorry. Who's doing a great job finding that space, actually. That shouldn't have been there twice, but it was. Oh my goodness. Clatters a shot in off the sea of legs. That man, coming back from a couple of week injury, looks like he hasn't left at all. Big cross intercepted by Ochi there, who plays it forward to Yoshinaga, and Inu plays it back to Tanaka. This breakdown is probably where we're going to be, either both our most dangerous and our most vulnerable, but it looks like we've gotten off with a good roll of the dice from the match engine. Ikitaka will play it back in here to Tsubogo, and that is fantastic. Recently, Tsubogo's lack of composure really hasn't mattered that much to the team because he's just getting all these opportunities. He's playing the line really well and just finding that open space for players like Itaka and Eboko and even Eduardo Melo to kind of to get the cross in off the back line to him into an open goal. And it doesn't matter how bad your composure is when all you have to do is just get your foot on it. But anyway, Kagoshima looking dangerous here, but Tanaka closes the angle and they put it over the side. I think it's substitute o'clock here. We're getting some legs. Melo having a rare average game. I'm not even going to say that's a bad game, but we might bring him off. Bunta Ino needs replacement. I'll just flip Izawa around. Oh, will I? Izawa's doing fantastically where he is at the moment. Maybe rather than this. Do we need... It's hard to tell if we've been needing the late playmaker there. I wonder if we just sneak him in as a... So as a ball-winning midfielder. Then what can we do here? And just with the entire purpose there, maybe of what if we made him a halfback? No, he's a terrible halfback. Parking the bus, maybe not the best idea here, but at 3-0 up, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Mizawa's playing well. I'm just going to leave him on. Our backs are going terribly. What a surprise. Doesn't seem to matter though. We're winning it in the midfield. I think that's what matters here. So Tokita comes on for Muramatsu. I don't know why I keep persisting with him, but anyway. Yamamoto over the strike, but Tanaka does a wonderful job parrying over the bar. Defensive corners have looked pretty solid. I mean, to be fair, that was not a tricky corner to deal with. Ikeda with the ball. Plays it to Iboko, and a bit of a cross. Okuda, he is the man you want to hit there, if you can get him. But was not to be. Was not to be. Izawa is absolutely knackered now. Let's see if we can do something about that. Who can come on? I don't think Yamawaki is a great choice for him. I don't think we've got any specific DMs left. Maybe I'll just let him run it out. I mean, he knows what he's roughly doing. If I pop him in as a halfback, that's probably going to be as good as it gets. Yeah, no, we'll just play this one out, hey. Be more disciplined. Send him out there, point the finger. Keep the result intact. And we'll just run this one out. Comfortable 3-0 winners over top of the table Kagoshima. That's fantastic for us. It's a 6-point game. It's still not enough for us to reel them in, but they've had 2 losses on the trot now, so hopefully that'll damage their morale. They might drop a few more in the next couple of games, but we'll see. But this has been an absolutely fantastic 2 games at the top of the table clash. We just had that blip against Nara, our bogeymen, so to speak. That was a fantastic win for us. All right. What a game. What a game. Okay, so as you can see here, this whole month or so of us dealing with the top of the table has ended up with Kagoshima dropping 2 games over the course of it, and we've dropped 1. But we're still a game ahead of Nara, and there's only a game in it between us and Kagoshima. So I'm feeling confident that we might get number 1 by the end of the season, especially if we keep this run of form up. I'm having a look here. I don't think I want to stretch out the season too much, or the YouTube too much. So what I will probably do is pick up 2 games towards the end of the season, probably the ones that'll kind of define where we finish up as we get there. But if anything interesting happens, naturally I'll talk about it on the way. Well, a good 2 games to Relay and Kagoshima at the top of the table. It looks like we're well placed to try and finish this off at the end of the year, so we'll see how things go. As always, if you've found this interesting and enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all the usual YouTube thingies, and I will see you for the next episode, which will finish off the first season.